The Coalition Government's comprehensive spending review has signalled an era of austerity. We're here at Central Bedfordshire Council to find out the impact it will have on the area. Welcome, Councillor Anita Lewis. Could you please explain to us your role within Central Bedfordshire Council?
Yes, thank you. I'm Anita Lewis and I'm the portfolio holder for Children's Services. That means I have a responsibility for what goes on in schools and also for the protection and safeguarding of the young people in Central Bedfordshire.
We've seen from the presentation and the leaders' interview, both clearly stating that the Council is committed to supporting and protecting the vulnerable. Yet there are plans to reduce education welfare, special education needs supports to schools and the youth service. Isn't this doing exactly the opposite?
You know, we live in difficult times, don't we? And government grants have been cut. So obviously we've got to realign our services according to the monies that we have. Now, what we are very conscious of is that we have responsibility for protecting our children. And we've all heard about the tragic case of baby P in London. Now, we must not have anything like that here. And so it goes without saying that we will be keeping our services in this area. We've got 171, I think, looked after children and many, many more children on a risk register that we keep our eye on. So we won't be taking our eye off that ball. We've really got to keep that going. Now, we're also responsible for children's attainment in schools. So we've got to keep this going. And what we're having to say is perhaps we have to not have quite so many support teams that can help in schools, but what we can afford must go to those schools and those children who really need them. And we must say to other colleagues in schools, come on, please help yourselves, help each other, because we've got real expertise out there in our schools. And so when it comes to youth services, obviously the grant's gone, but what we've got to say is we've got to look for partners and work in partnership with the people out there. We've got to ask the voluntary sector if they'd come and help, but we know that youth-led services are often quite the most successful with young people. So every door is open. And we want to find new ways of delivering. We don't want to diminish services, we want to deliver in new ways.
So the Council will clearly be reducing some of its services, but what can the residents of Central Bedfordshire expect in terms of service provision in the future?
When we look at what we provide for children, when we protect them, we have social workers, we have care homes, we have fostering, we have adoption, we handle all that to make sure that children have the best possible childhood that we can possibly give them. We're still going to provide school transport, we're still going to provide services for schools, perhaps not so many support services, and what support services we have, they will go to those schools that really need them. And we're going to say to other schools, well, you've got expertise out there, please help each other to make sure that standards are raised, which gives me a very good opportunity of saying how pleased we are with the schools in Central Beds, because this year our level of GCSE results was absolutely wonderful. The results went up 2% across the country as a whole, but in Central Bedfordshire, ours went up a bumper 9%. So well done to all our young people out there, and well done to the schools too.